and then we will begin. I want to say thank you so much for coming on. This is our kind of like our summit takeaways / recap meeting that we're having, and I'm really excited, especially since half of you were actually at Summit. So that is really exciting. I think, hang on a second, I'm getting an echo, so let me try to mute everyone. Raise your hand before you speak, and that way I will unmute you just in case. There we go. All right, cool. So I'm excited because I know that we're going to hear from some people tonight that are going to share some takeaways, some big aha moments. I was going through my notes, and I'm actually going to save some of that content for launch, because I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, I do have to share this and I have to share that. So I'm going to be saving some of that content for launch. But what I want to start with tonight is stuff that you probably already know, but I just want to make sure that, just like friendly little reminders, because after Summit, things go really fast. If you haven't already figured out, things move at a very quick speed right after Summit. And we used to have Super Saturday the weekend immediately after Summit, and I hated it because I felt like I just couldn't breathe. And it was really hard because we had all these announcements and all this information. It's like you just got back, and then all of a sudden we had this Super Saturday. And then this last year, there was no Super Saturday at all. That was like they counted Summit as our quarterly meeting. So I'm excited about this one because this one is, you probably already know this, but they're calling it Succeed Together. It's more so based on like an open house. So I haven't seen the video yet, although the content has been sitting in my email for 2 days. I'm excited. Have you seen it, Magda? Yeah, you saw it. Good. So I have to check it out. I haven't done that yet. I got to put my slides together and everything tomorrow. But I'm excited because what we're focusing on is inviting people to check out the business opportunity. So there is still time for you to invite, to get somebody to the event, to your event in the local area. So please make sure that you do that. It's this weekend, happening at various days and times. You just have to go online and look up Super Weekend in your Coach Online office. Okay, so that's announcement number 1. Announcement number 2 is launch. Most of you are already registered for launch. Okay, launch, I will give you a quick description of what this is going to be. If you did make push with us, then you got a little bit of a taste of what it's going to be. It will be different in that a couple things. We're not going to do the messenger thread. I got a lot of feedback that it felt like too much. So I don't want to overwhelm people, overload people. But what we are going to do is kind of go into tracks. So based off of people's current rank status. So it doesn't matter if you used to be a diamond, if you're only a coach right now, whatever your current rank status is. If you fell out for a week and you know you're getting it back, don't even worry about that. But I'm talking about like, okay, I'm pretty solid emerald right now, or I'm a pretty solid diamond, or I'm just a solid coach. Whatever that is, we're going to break up the training content based on that. So I'll put you guys on different tracks. What is going to be different, so there'll be like higher level training. There's going to be, I wouldn't say lower level training, but I will take it from the basics. Like, okay, what are the first things you do as a brand new coach? So my idea is coming after Summit. I know a lot of people have signed coaches because of all the FOMO that you generated from Summit. So my idea is that coming after Summit, you bring in those new coaches, your new team members, and invite them into launch. And basically this will serve as their like 3-week getting started group and motivation. So we will take it from like the building blocks, but even if you are, currently ranked coach, we want you to do this group with us. It's $10 for coaches. However, it's only $1 if you've recently joined up since June 1st. Okay, so if you've only been a coach for a couple months, then they only pay $1, which we already have a couple registrations. So I'm excited about that. I'm like, yay, fresh meat. No, I'm just kidding. fresh coaches. Yes, I love it. So I'm excited about that. Only $1. So and honestly, if you were like, don't want to ask your new coach to pay $1, you could pay the buck for them. But I do like to have to people to have a little bit of skin in the game. That really is the only reason why, well, one of the reasons why I charge for these. The other reason is because shipping prices are crazy, and I want to make sure that you guys get cool prizes. So that's what we're going to talk about next. Prizes! Prizes. So we are going to do prizes for launch. There's 3 categories. So you'll get 3 different levels of prizes. You can earn all 3. The first one is if you sign, because the whole idea of launch is for you to add coaches to your team. So we're going to be highly focused on recruiting for business. It might be for discount coaches, but honestly, we're going to be recruiting for business. We're highly focused on that. In Make Push, we're highly focused on let's just get you a sale. Let's get you some sales. Let's get you to Success Club points. This one, we're focused on let's build your business. So you get 1 prize for 1 coach. You get 2 prizes for 2 coaches. You get 3 prizes if you rank advanced. All right? So excited about that. Let me see if I hit everything else. Who is the training going to be for? I have lined up a couple high-level topics. One topic in particular, we're going to talk about how to market to and target and speak to nonprofits. So I'm bringing on a speaker about that. And another one that is really specific into like why we have so much clout with our nutritional products. Okay? So I'm excited about those 2. Those are the only 2 that I've lined up thus far, but don't worry, I'm going to have more. And by the way, if you're like, you know what, I'd really like to speak on this one topic, please, by all means, reach out because the more people we have guest speak, the better. So I always love that. Let's see. So that's training. Oh, here's the best part. Accountability. So if you do register for launch, you need to be prepared that you will need to submit your stuff. So I tried a couple things in Make Push, didn't really work. Like I tried to just put it in the messenger thread. We tried to upload a picture into Team Fit Finances, tried to just say post in Team Fit Finances. No. Going back old school, Google Sheet, where you're just going to log in your stuff. You will have a deadline to do so. And if you don't do it, then you're not going to get invited to the next training because each training is going to be based on who's speaking and what the topic is. And so I'm letting people decide when they want to speak. So I will definitely be, providing that. So I'll give you a deadline. I'll be like, hey, everybody in the coach group or everybody in the Coach and Emerald group, what you need to do is make sure that you submit your stuff by this date. And if you don't do it, then you're not going to get the invitation to join the next one. Okay, we'll always use this same link that you have here, but the days and the times are going to change. All right, so just be ready for that. There will be accountability. More than likely, it's going to be based on the 5 things that are the most important to moving your business forward: personal development, adding new contacts, invites, follow-ups, business presentation, what else? Posting, stuff like that. So I might get creative and say, copy paste your most, your invite post here, or, how many people did you invite to the business opportunity? Or this week you have to do 3 personal presentations. And if you don't do that, then XYZ. But again, it will be based off of your level too, because I don't want to freak any of you new people out. All right, cool. Somebody's really excited. Stacy says, can't wait for the nonprofit. Oh, good. Excellent. Me too. I'm excited too, because this is an area that I've never really felt like I had like any direction in before. So I'm excited to learn about that as well. Okay. The last day to register for launch is Monday. So if you do have people who are coming this weekend, or if you're trying to wrap up those final, registrations, or new coach signups, Monday's the last day to register for launch. So make sure that you do that. All right. I don't think that I need to tell you about all the amazing things that are coming up, with Beachbody. You've probably been seeing all the hoopla. I still haven't even uploaded all of my video and content. I will do that, I promise. It's just kind of like a work in progress. But what I really want to get to tonight is talking to each and every one of you. I want to hear what your number 1 takeaways or aha moments, or like, oh my gosh, this is the thing that I'm focusing on now because of Summit. So maybe we can go in order. Is that cool to go in order? Like if I call on you, are you guys good with that? Or do you want to raise your hand? Okay, I'm going to say Magda. Will you go first? I unmuted you.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
It's so nice to finally recognize all of you. First, I wanted to thank you, Holly, for adopting me and Michelle's crew. And it's been wonderful to meet all of you and in person. And it was a blast. I had a blast. I'm still like riding the high. I think my biggest aha moment, which that's what I was struggling with in the beginning, I think. I was desperate for the customers. And I finally realized that they need me, not I need them. So the biggest thing for me is focus on the impact and not on the income. So, you were like, in the beginning, I was like, come on, sign up with me, sign up with me, sign up with me. And now I see, even like after the summit, I have a girl really interested because she saw all the videos from summit, and she saw all the action that I was posting, and she's like, oh my God, I want to do it with you next year. I'm like, okay, come on over. So yeah, that was the biggest one. Don't think what they can do for you, but what you can do for them. And same thing, not take it personally. If they join, awesome. If not, they're lost. So that was my biggest, I think, takeaway. And my favorite presentation, I don't know, Holly, do you know if are they going to post them in the back office? They said they would post all the speakers from the workshops. Do you know where to find them? I couldn't find them.
I haven't even looked.
Because I looked, I don't know where to look. If you can tell me where to look, I'll look for them. I really enjoyed the presentation, and I took photos of each slide by Michael Ullman and Erin Young. What is an income producing coach? Nice. And they had 10 steps or 10 things. I got to look on my phone. I can't remember. 10 activities of an income producing coach. And a lot of them were similar to what we talk about always, but they sort of expanded on each one. I really like that one. So if you want, I can post it in the group, or if you want, I can shoot it to you. You can use it in the launch. That was my favorite one of all. And I also like that each of the coaches that spoke at the workshops, they all had different approach, all of them. And I'm like, oh, geez, that works for them. It was funny because Rob and Chelsea came on first, and they say, hey, if you don't do your whole business tracker, that's fine. Just leave it. The next person comes on and they say, I never go to sleep without finishing my business tracker. I'm like, oh, geez, well, you're not helpful. So, like everybody's different, but they all so successful. So that was nice to see too. So that's it for me. Nice. And I'm having my open house, so wish me luck tomorrow. I'm hosting the Super Saturday or Super Friday for me, and we will see how this works. I have like 15 people coming. So
really? That's fantastic.
I'm gonna kick their butts first because we have to work out. So we're gonna work out, and then we're gonna do a little tasting and a little presentation. The video is amazing. I'm gonna use it. I don't know, can we share it? It says that we're not allowed to share it before we're not allowed to share it at all, or can we share it afterwards?
Probably after, yeah.
Because it's amazing. Like, that's the best sneak peek for coaching,
Good. Oh, good. I'm excited about that then. That's good. Yeah. And let's see. So yes, can you post the 10 steps of the income producing coach? Yeah.
Sure. I'll post them under the, do you want me to shoot them to you, Holly, or do you want me to post them into Team Finances?
Oh yeah, just post it up there in Team Finances. And in previous year's experience, it usually just takes time to get all those up into the online office. It usually takes a little while. Usually like, it's going to be there Monday, but I usually wait. I go later.
They're probably going to be there at some point, but yeah, that was good. That was really good.
Cool. Good stuff. Okay, who wants to go next? Cloud, you look like you're ready to go. Okay, Liz is going to go. Go, Liz.
Okay. Hi, everybody.
Hi, honey.
So Magda, I really loved, and I can't wait to see that 10 steps of an income producing coach. And I think that this is really helpful that we're doing this team call because of the way Summit was set up this year and how like everyone was in different tracks. So I was in like the middle track, and we didn't see that slide. And I think that that's really helpful because my personal biggest takeaway was one of our speakers did business strategies of a leader. And it's more about like, I'm trying to build a team now. So I need to focus more on like sharing about the business and less sharing about the products in order to get people to join for the business ultimately. So it's helpful for me though to be able to see those 10 steps for income producing coaches, because then that's what I can try to share with my like onboarding coaches. So that's really my biggest thing. And I really liked, she gave us the 5 reasons why people join. And that's been really helpful because I've been kind of sharing that with people when I'm like inviting them to the coaching opportunity, because it kind of just spells it out that like it helps them stay committed. They can enjoy the savings, they can earn extra income, they can travel, like all kinds of different like perks of being a coach. Because I think lots of people are like, I can't do what you do. And I'm like, well, here's all the other reasons why people join, not just for the income and stuff like that. But that's my takeaways.
I love it. Thank you. Very cool. Okay, Cloud.
I've got quite a few highlights, so I'm trying to not pick too many.
Go for it. It's all good.
I guess when Rachel Hollis actually said, "What got you here won't get you to the next spot." I felt like I know all this stuff, but I need to know something else to keep going. So I don't know if that's a good thing to pass on to prospects as well. Keep growing. And then who I want to work with. I actually didn't quite think about that before. So it's like here I've been asking all the people I think that would need me, not who I want to work with. So I'm like, okay.
Is that hard for you to pinpoint? Is that hard for you to figure out, okay, well, who do I want to work with? Like, do you have a hard time figuring that out?
Because I just look at it as, I know they could use this. I know this person could use this part. I know, but I never quite go, well, I don't know if I could listen to them whine at me while they're doing this kind of thing, or I don't know if I could, because I do have quite a few negative Nellies in my circle of life. So I don't know if I want to work with them now.
So here's the easiest way. Okay, so one thing that we used to do when, actually I still do it when I interview people, is I ask them what their biggest pet peeves are. Like, what are the things that just really get your goat, drive you nuts, like you can't stand? And the reason that you ask that question is because you know that they are the exact opposite. So if they say, I hate when people complain, that means that they're not a complainer. If they say, I hate, when people are late, that means they're always on time. I hate people who aren't organized. They're super organized. So it tells you what they're not. So the best way for you to figure out like who you want to work with is to make a list of who you don't want to work with. Okay. And then you go, oh, okay. All right. That helps. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Awesome. Thank you, Cloud. Good. Leona, do you want to share with us? I unmuted you.
Okay. I unmuted me too.
Oh, sorry.
So I wanted to say that when they told us where all the presentations were, they said the new coach would be in the office. The leadership one is going to be posted in our diamond group, and everything higher should be in the roundtable. So we probably should figure out how we're going to share everything, and maybe that's another unit, Holly.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll have a summit unit, and then maybe we should have each session, and then whoever has the stuff for it, just start populating it. Because I asked for our diamond stuff, and Kevin Shaw said that it's coming. So what we're going to get is Kelsey Smith's challenge group templates that she gives to her team to show them how to run it. So she's going to break down the process that she has and the templates that she gives them. She had some other new coach templates too, and I don't know if we're going to get those or not. So we'll have to just sort of see. So that was one of my takeaways too, was the challenge groups. They said if they're boring you, you're boring them. you know. So, and it was really kind of funny. I'm bummed that Betty's not here, because just before they talked about that, she was telling me that she's boring herself. And so she's like, I don't know what to do. You know, she's like, I need help and I don't know what to do. Everybody else is having such a good time. They're talking about how great their challenge groups are, but I'm boring myself, right? And I have a completely different style from her. So it's just one of those things, right? You kind of have to serve your people. But it's nice to see the templates. And that's really what I keep asking for. You know, like when Kevin Shaw says, well, what do you guys need? Or what are your takeaways? And what I need is stuff like that. These big coaches come in, we have all these elite coaches talk to us, and they're like, we do great things. We're like, good for you. But then we never see it, right? And then they say, just create a duplicatable system. Well, if you already have a duplicatable system, give it to us, right? So that's kind of what I'm hoping to see, is some of the templates come out of there, because I think that, well, like Liz and Scott and I were in the same room. I don't want to be in that room again next year. And I said that so many times, right? Like, we are not going to be in this room again next year, right? And then y'all can be in that room or go all the way through the room, but we don't need to hear it all again. The speakers were really great. And I don't know if they did this in yours, which I thought was neat in ours, is when we had two speakers, most of the time it was an upline and a downline. Was it like that with you guys? Yeah, so they were actually, you know, part of each other's businesses, which made it really cool, right? Then you can see somebody mentored somebody else, and they're both elite this year, right? Because we had I think they were almost all elite who we had. We had Christina Delgado, and she talked about team culture. That was like huge. It was huge because it's everything that resonates with me. So I think that for me, it just sort of reinforced how I feel about the team that I'm building, because I'm building it kind of from a loyalty and a relational kind of a thing first, because I have a lot of loyal coaches, even though they're not working, they're very loyal. So we do things together. We have fun. I try to have, you know, outings and things for each other that we could bring other friends to, and, you know, like little mini open houses. I'm hoping to grow it that way with the culture, you know. And then I think that's kind of it. I mean, I like the challenge groups and the culture. Those really resonated. We had Trina Gray. She was really good too. She just came out and kind of kept it real for us. So that was cool.
Yeah, I love templates. Because I never really resonated with the challenge group guides. You know what I'm talking about? The old school challenge group guides. I felt like they were so, I don't know. They were so template-y. Yeah, exactly.
I use the new ones now just to get the content into my group. So I use the challenge group guide. I create a unit and I just go through it with them. And then I will throw in my own other stuff as we go. But I want to have the template stuff because it walks them through very deliberately. Like, go get your book. Go, you know, it takes them through the program. It tells them about it, you know, and so I like that. So I just keep them there. So if I bring somebody else in, they have it there. If I'm not doing that program, they still have it as a resource to walk through it. So I have that for Ultimate Program Portion Fix. I have it for To Be Mindset, right? And I'm building it now for the MM100 so that they have something to walk them through it when they come in and we're no longer doing that program. So. But I want the fun. I don't want to bore myself. I want to have the fun group.
You have one group and each unit has its own program? Is that how you're doing it?
Right now, that's what I have. So right at the beginning of To Be Mindset is when I decided not to keep carrying on a new group, because I found that a lot of the people I had I just kept moving them back over. So what I like is to put new people in so they can show them already how to do it. And then maybe, you know, when we're so big and we have like 100 new people or whatever, you can create new groups every time and let them figure it out or whatever, right? But right now I'm not adding that quickly. So why not just drop them into my group? I think Liz and I were talking a little bit about it because one of the things that they talked about, Kristen Battaglia, she talks about having a VIP group and a self-paced group. Like, she talks about this really cool paid group and this, oh, you don't want to hang out and do cool things with us, and you go into your self-paced group. And she makes the self-paced group sound lame. You know, so we talked about how we feel about kicking people out, or, you know, how to monitor that. And I don't know how sure we are yet, but we're talking about it. So Crystal, Liz, and I have started a little message pod after Summit.
Nice. That's good. Very cool. All right, Scott, I know that you're not visible. Did you want to share anything with us? You are muted. There you are.
Of course, I want to share with you. Let my assistant turn the lights on over there. So, little do you girls know that standing 2 feet to my left, right over there, is a potential coach who's listening to everything you say. Good job. Smiling, but she's being shy. It might be the Framois talking. But anyway, my biggest takeaway is how awesome all of you are. Holly hosted a freaking party for us and fed me like potfuls of spinach salad. Magda took pictures and hung out with me, which I never, ever, ever had a Polish woman take photos of me before. So super excited about that. And Leona, you stole my thunder. I was going to say, me and Leona are not going to that room again next year with 2 stars and below. So we both committed. We looked each other in the eye every day. We're like, we are not sitting in the same room next year. And then the only thing I want to say is, I think Liz said this earlier, but I haven't posted about a product in a long time. What I've helped people with the most, I've helped 11 people go diamond. Too bad they're not all on my team. But I mean, I did this much to help them. Was the little bit of what Leona said, was like talking about the community and each other and the family and the support and how awesome each of you are. So any of you that want to team up and start making posts and tagging each other in them and just sharing that, because to me, this whole thing is based on FOMO and having people want to join the fun. And I'll tell you what, if I post something that's just about me, it's crickets. I don't get any comments, likes, or, you know, but if it's about other people or being grateful for other people, or, you know, just how other people are doing, having success, because who really cares if we have success by ourselves? Like, the whole idea is that we help a coach under us or a challenger under us have success, right? Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes. That's huge. That's huge, Scott. I talk about myself too much. You just gave me that realization. I need to talk about other people more. I know you weren't pointing that at me, but you hit home. So thank you.
Yeah, this week I posted, you know, about me and me by myself and how I make money and how I do this and I do that, and I'm so amazing, you know. So who cares? They care if I help Liz make money. That's what people want to know is, you know, and I only say that because Liz is in my downline, but who cares if they're in your downline or not in your downline? I mean, if you don't have anyone in your downline, we can share each other's stories. Like, just like I said before, we need to share the beachbodychallenge.com transformations, because that's our team. We're all on one big team. Who cares if they're on your little downline tree thing?
Yeah, it's so true. It's so true. I know. I recently shifted to really being more so like that too. I'm just trying to share stories with people. So like in, you know, at a sneak peek group and in our challenge groups and stuff, I've tried to post all of those testimonials from the big Beachbody Challenge contest.
That was awesome that you did that.
It was amazing. I mean, I still haven't posted all of them, but I mean, they're just amazing. I know they're not the professional ones that are going to be on Beachbody, but sometimes that's cool to have the shaky non-professional ones, because the professional ones, oh, like, oh, this is a marketing tool, you know? So I don't know. It's been really cool just to like match somebody up with the right video is really, really awesome. So
I have one more very quick thing.
Please.
You girls think I should turn the iPad toward her or let her be a secret?
Let's see her.
Hi.
That's Kristen. Liz knows Kristen.
Liz knows me.
Oh, hello.
I didn't want
I know
you
it's late where you guys are, so thank you for being on.
I have one more thing too, because what I didn't say was, like, every year I think we meet more people in our extended Fit Finances family. And I swear, like Liz and Scott, I've run into them everywhere all the time now because we go to the Success Club trips, and now with Summit, I'm like, I love them, you know, like we're friends now, and they live on the other side of the country. And, you know, just because we're, you know, not in each other's downlines, we're all in Holly's downline, but we don't help each other, but we do help each other, right? It's so much fun to be with them. And it was really cool to hang out with them. So I really, you know, I appreciate what you do, Holly, when you bring us together like that. It lets us get to know each other that way. And it helps to know that you're not like alone, you know, and you're with people, you're amongst people who totally get you.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And I think I scream every time I meet somebody new. So if I haven't met you yet in person, so Kristen, at the next event, I'm going to be like, I'm so excited.
So.
I just do, because I'm like, oh my God. And you feel like you already know them, and it's great. I will say this though, we were all pretty fried Saturday. So next year's party is not going to be Saturday. I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to do it. I really want to. So help me with this, leaders. I really want to do like first day there, party that night. That way when for the rest of the event, when we're running into people. So anyways, it's a thought I'm having. When we then we can plan, okay, oh, you're going to be in my hall. Okay, let's make sure to meet up here. It just will help us to like know people a little bit more. So, and I'm glad we got to meet up for the picture, and the shirts were awesome. And anyways, yeah, I love you guys so much. You know, it's so cool to be part of all of this and to have this family that's across the country, you know? So we just need to keep growing it. And one of these days we're going to have a darn retreat where we just go and do something fun, or we're going to, you know what I mean? Like I keep saying, we need to have a Vegas retreat. We need to have a Vegas retreat. I'm just saying.
I mean, like that. Liz and Cloud and I wouldn't mind a trip to California. So.
or California. Right here. Here we go. You can come to my house. Everybody can stay in my house.
You're all welcome in Pittsburgh, but I don't it's as exciting to me as California. But maybe if you've never been here.
I have not. So anyways, okay, cool. Anybody else want to share something, say something, ask a question? Kim, would you like to give your takeaway?
I wasn't
watching. Well, I know, but just from watching, because I know you've been like on it with what's coming out and what's launching, and
I don't know if you know, I literally just hopped on like 3 minutes ago, so I missed everything, but I'm sure it was all wonderful.
Step up, Kim.
I love you all too. So.
We were stellar. We were stellar, Kim. So you'll have to get the recording. Well, we miss you dearly, but she's been on it, man. She's talking about everything that's coming out and all the new stuff, and she's in it to win it for Morning Meltdown. She's going to be teaching at my super weekend open house this weekend. She's doing P90X for us. So
you know what, I will say, I've heard this for the last 9 years, but for some reason I think it's finally sticking in my head to not think of people like a Success Club point, and to really, like, people need what we have. And for some reason, just I'd say in the last 12 hours, I have been more comfortably just saying it to people because I know that what we have is top notch. And even though I've known that for years, if for some reason some light bulb has gone on and I've just like, I don't care like what they think about the money. Like it used to be like, oh, I don't know if they can afford it. And I kind of was always leading with knowing they're going to say no. And just for some reason lately, I've just kind of been like, just saying it to people. So yeah. Nothing's stuck yet, but I'm throwing it out there. So.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, we legitimately are changing lives. Like that's, you know, if you watched any of those before and afters, it's like we are changing lives and helping people in so many different ways. And you know, it's about positioning yourself. I think a couple of you said it, like, I don't need them, you know, they need this. But if they can't see that for themselves, that's fine. You know, we just have to keep offering to help and keep offering to help and keep offering to help. I had somebody today that was like, thank you for not, you know, for keep reaching out and keep talking to me. And she only committed to buy clean week, but I'm like, cause I was like, I'm not pushing it. You know, you have problems. Let's fix them, you know, just try this. Let's just ease into it. And she's like, you're always there. You're always inviting me and helping me. And you're so patient with me. And so I so appreciate it. I'm like, sweet. You know, that's what I'm here for. Cause I am comfortable in the fact that if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. Right. So anyways, we're losing our time. They're about to cut us off, but I want to say thank you guys again. Oh, one more thing. Because of launch, I'm not going to overload you with training stuff. So let's put the weekly calls on pause, and then we'll be moving into launch. If you're not doing launch, that's fine. Then you can enjoy the month off. And plus with summer and stuff, it's been a little bit lighter. So I think that will help at least my brain with coming up with content and organizing speakers, etc. So we will be relaunching after launch. Okay, with our team calls. But hopefully y'all are in launch. Make sure you register before Monday or by Monday. And that's it. Have a good night, guys. Love you all. Bye-bye.